So I'm standing in the bar and I'm talking to a young lady, and out of my peripheral, I see a gentleman coming towards me. He shoves my shoulder, hooks his elbow around me, and pushes me back away from the girl. I'm a big believer that if you can walk away from a fight, you absolutely should. I think the biggest mistake that he made was once he did that, he then turned to me and went to shove his finger into my chest, and I'm not exactly sure what he's saying because before he could get it off, I hit him. The mistake I made is that when he hit the floor, I dropped down to a knee and grabbed the back of his head, and about the time I drew back the second time, one of his buddies came in and caught both of my arteries in a rear naked choke. I was able to get to my feet and get my hands in between where his arm was, but he was a very big guy. He was probably a little bit bigger than me, actually. And I could feel his other friends hitting me in the ribs, and thank God my chin was tucked. And I'm pushing forward, and my friends are nowhere to be found. And all I remember hearing as the guy was scraping at my eyes that was on top of my back was, "Get this motherfucker out." And I hear the compression of the door, and the next thing you know, I'm in an alley. And my contacts were messed up, I couldn't really see, and I was severely, severely out of breath. And I just feel very, very, very lucky that they didn't kick those guys out with me. There's a boulevard right behind this bar, Red Eye, that has a strip of bushes. I ran to those bushes, laid on my back out of pure concern that they were going to kick these other guys out with me. And I did not know where my friends were. I'm laying on my back, trying to catch my breath, trying to see how bad I'm bleeding, and kind of laughing because he was just really just scratching me like a bitch. And all I could think of is, what would have happened if they would have kicked those guys out with me? Where were my friends? And that's probably one of the reasons I think it's most important to train combat training and to stay fit and stay capable as a man. Because one of the worst things that could ever happen to a guy, and I know this has happened to guys before, is for one of your buddies to watch you get jumped on by multiple guys and get beat up really, really badly, and he wasn't even man enough to jump in and take the ass whooping with you. You don't want to be that kind of friend.